Oh, hello. What's up? What's going on? Well, what I'm gonna do is teach you how to play cards because you made me feel real bad, so I forgot to teach you, and so this is all your fault. So, just so you know. Alright, I'm gonna start by teaching you rummy 500, and that the 500 is just for points. It doesn't mean anything, so it's just like rummy. Um, but 500 points is like you can't get that in one game. It takes at least 10. I mean, unless you're really good, it takes like 3. But like me, I could probably get it in like 4 games. But like, come on, this isn't about me. It's about you. So I'll get to it. There's I'll get to the points later. Basically, I'm gonna show you how to play, like what you can play. You can only everyone starts out with 7 cards. So I'll deal out 7 cards, and then on the deck, I'll have the deck and put it to the side and just flip one card face up. So it's 3. You put it down, and the first player, they can either grab this card or they can grab from the deck. And every turn you have to grab one card, either from the deck or from down here. But if you grab from down here, you have to play. But I'll get into that more later. But the only way to play cards is by having 3 or more of a kind. So say I have my hand of 7 cards, and I have 2 threes in my hand, and it's my turn, so I have to pick up. So I go from the deck and I pick up, and I get another 3. So now I have 3 threes, and so now I can play this. I put that down, but now after your turn, you always have to throw a card down. So I throw this last card down, and it's the next person's turn. They do the same thing. They pick up, and if you don't get anything in your turn, that's fine. You just throw out what you don't want, but you don't want to throw out high cards because then you get other people points. You want to try to be kind of greedy, but kind of you want to plan what you're gonna get. So, because each card is worth different points. Now, like I said, I'll get to that later. Another way you can get points is by getting a sequence or a straight, and that would mean like 3, 4, 5, but they have to be the same suit. So that means it can't be like 3 of clubs and a 4 of hearts and a 5 of hearts. They'd all have to be hearts. So it'd have to be a 3 of hearts, 4 of hearts, and a 5 of hearts. And then you could throw those 3 down. And you could throw remember, it has to be 3. It can't be 2. So if you have 4 hearts and 5 of hearts, you can't throw that down. It has to be at least 3. So you can have more too. You can have, let's see. It's also different. You can go from ace, 2, 3, 4, or like the aces. You can use that either downwards or upwards. It changes points. I'll get to that later. Points. We'll do points. So all the number cards 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Those are worth 5. And then the face cards, which is Jack, Queen, King, and 10. Those are 10 points. But the ace, it depends. It can either be 15 or 5. It's 15 if you use it. Like if you do 4 of a kind, 3 of a kind, that's when it's 15 points. Or if you do Queen, King, Ace. But if it's Ace, 2, 3, it's only worth 5 points. It's hard to explain, but okay, so what basically you want to do really is get out as fast as you can, because then you make other people lose points. So what happens is, say I got my points, I got the 3 down, and I got another 3 down, I threw out. So now I'm out. I have no cards left. So I count up what I have down here, what I've played, and those are my points. And then everyone else counts out what they have thrown down, but they subtract from what they have in their hand. So say I have 3, a 10, like 3 and 2 10s in my hand. I would subtract this from what I have down here, and you can get negative. So if you have more points in your hand than what you have played, then you'll lose points. So you want to try to throw down, because some people can get out really quick, like me. Again, this isn't about me. Okay, points. Like I said, just make sure when people like it, as the game goes on, you'll see people have less cards. Like they'll have 1 card in their hand, and they'll just be waiting to get out. If you have aces in your hand, either try to get rid of them or try to play them, because you're gonna lose a lot of points. Because if they're in your hand, they're minus 15. It can't be minus 5. It's minus 15 for each ace. So when someone's about to get out, I would try to get rid of your high cards, so you don't lose a lot of points. Oh, and another way to play. Say you can play off of other people too. If they put stuff down, so say someone has their sequence straight. They have 2, 3, 4, 5 of clubs, and you have a 6 of clubs in your hand. You can just put the 6 of clubs down on your side and say you're adding on to theirs. Like, because it has to be the same suit though, and you only get 5 points. But that's just a way to get rid of your card. You can say, oh, I have one of your cards, and you can play it. That way it's not like you maybe you had the 6 and you wanted to get the 4 and the 5, but they played it. Well, you can still get points for that 6, so you can put it down and play off there. So it kind of helps. It's good. It's good for when you're like trying to get out. You only have 1 card left. You can just like, oh, I have that, and you play it, and then you're out. So, but all right, with picking up, there's one different thing. Like I said, you can either pick up from the deck and you just pick up 1 card, or you can pick up from what people have thrown down. Like after you go, you throw a card down, and you can pick up from that. But when you pick up from what people have thrown down, you have to use it. You can't pick it up if you can't just pick it up and hold it and wait for later. If you pick it up from what people have thrown down, you have to use it. But if you pick up from here, you don't have to use it. You can throw any card down. That's just the thing, because you're blind here. You don't know what you're getting. Here, when you're picking up from the other part, you know what you're getting, so you have to use it. You can't just hold out, because someone else might need it. So you can't just pick it up and hold it. Really, that's all I can explain. I mean, it's harder. In person would be a lot easier, but I guess this is my fault because I forgot to teach you. So if you have any questions, let me know. I probably explained some more better, but that's all I can think of right now. Alright, you're welcome.